So I want to ask a question. Can you sell a house too quickly? And the reason I'm asking is just recently, my wife Jenny and I had an experience. And it was interesting being on the buying side of things because it doesn't happen that often. I'm usually selling for everybody else. So we wanted to buy an investment. We're looking at doing a development. We found the ideal property. So Friday night, realestate.com.au sent me an email alert. There was a property in Embleton, exactly what we're after. So it's a development site with a house that would knock over and have 2 blocks and build from there after the subdivision. Now Friday night that came online. Saturday morning I rang the agent to get the information, get the address. Now I said, look, I'm driving, obviously working this weekend, I'll drive past. Drove past on Saturday night after my home opens, sort out the information that I was after by being on the property. Then Sunday morning we had a discussion, Jen and I, and we decided, yeah, we did want to buy this property. So I rang the agent, 10 o'clock Sunday morning, and he said, sorry Dean, it's already sold. Now I was aghast. I was just completely speechless. It had been on the market for a day and it was sold. So my question is, can you sell a property too quickly? Because here's the specifics of this particular place. Okay, it came on the market at 500. Now at 500 I thought it was undervalued. I actually saw value at around 550 for this property. Now it sold Sunday morning at 9 a.m. for 515,000. Now at 10 a.m. was when I rang and said we would have put an offer in. Our offer would have been $35,000 higher. So in that instance, the seller will never know that we existed. Will never know that we wanted to put an offer in, and will only know that he received $15,000 more than his asking price. Now, was that the premium price? In my estimation, it was not the premium price. However, the agent can feel great about himself. I sold it within 24 hours. So, look, the way I operate, that is selling it way too quickly. Let me give you an example. I had a property in Careen. We've just sold this one. We thought value would be low to mid 8s. We had huge interest. We priced it accordingly with a very big price range of suit buyers in the 800s. Now that one, we had 45 people in the first home open. I had people wanting to write offers straight away. I had people wanting to write offers before the first home open. Now I had one lady who wrote an offer at $850 cash. My sellers were excited. As you would be. It was above expectation. But the question I said to them is this the best price that's out there? So you get one opportunity to sell a home. Now, when you look at the profit that you can get out of that home, you really want to maximize your return. And I'll come back to that. So this property, we had an offer. First home open, we had several offers, but one was a great offer at $850 cash. Now the owners wanting to accept that, I said, look, we've put a process in place. We need to follow the process because there is good interest. We don't want to sell straight away just because we've got an offer right now. We need to discover, is this offer the premium offer? So they said, how do we do that? I explained the strategy. Now what we did over the next week, we had multiple inspections with groups of buyers. So within 7 days, I'd had 90 people through that home. Now each time a couple of days went on, my $850 buyer went to $870, then $880, and then $890. So when we finished up at the end of 7 days, we had her now at $890. So that was her premium price. But it wasn't the premium price for the property. We ended up with 6 offers. Now, there was offers well above hers, well not well above, but above hers. And we ended up selling the property. There was 2 people fighting it out at the top end, and we sold it for $902,000. Now, if we'd bought into the whole thing of the premium offer is there day one, we would have sold it for $850. We would have been none the wiser that there was somebody or two more people out there willing to pay more. So when we had the 6 offers after the 7 days on the market, and with 90 people through that property, we could then safely say we've explored the market. We've found out what the market is willing to pay. So my sellers got an extra $52,000 by following a process, and all it took them was 7 days and some patience. Now, if you think tax-free income, $52,000, how long would it take you to save that amount of money? For most people, they can save about $5,000 or $10,000 a year. So you've got 5 to 10 years of savings by waiting 7 days. So can you sell a home too quickly? I think you can. You don't want to take too long, but you don't want to do it to the first offer that you get on the table in day one. Food for thought anyway. Thanks.